Nasty Neil here at the Without Your Head presents Severed Limbs Film Festival Award Ceremony. We're going to get right to these awards, but I want to thank all 38 filmmakers who submitted their films, everyone who took time out to watch them, all the people involved in these awards who took time out of their day to present the awards, because we're here to honor the memory of a lot of horror icons and friends of the show who passed away over the years. And we're also here to celebrate independent film, horror film, underground film, weird film, creativity, and the community of the internet. The internet can be a terrible place. We all know this, but it can also be a wonderful place, just like life itself. So it is what you make of it, and let's make it a good time here. Let's come celebrate horror movies, celebrate the weird stuff that we enjoy, get our minds off things, even if it's only for an hour or so, because the real world is out there, and the real world will be there when we're done watching crazy horror movies. But for tonight, we are going to celebrate these movies, so let's get right to it here at Without Your Head presents the Severed Limbs Film Festival Award Ceremony.
Hey everybody, it's Bill Wheaton. I'm Bill Wheaton, and I've been in quite a few, some horror films. One most famous one is the one I'm wearing, which is Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD from Trauma, which I made quite a few years ago, and I was the villain in that. And then I made Citizen Toxie, which you probably know, and some other horror movies. I love making them, and I think it's important to be able to make these independent films, especially when we live in a world which is a real life horror. So you need to get some perspective on horror, and horror movies will give us that. Anyway, I'm here to present an award as part of the Without Your Head Severed Limbs Film Festival, run by my good friend Neil Jones, also known as Nasty Neil. And I'm giving the award for the craziest, weirdest, most bizarre short film. And the nominees are Boxed In.
I'm positive. Are you like 110% positive? Yes, darling. I was hiding in that room when the wedding DJ came and fighting those monsters with a crowbar. Anyways, after he screamed, I heard a clang when I hit the floor.
Strawberry Lane. And Monster Dick. And the winner is, and I will now grab my iPhone, not an envelope, and I will put on my very weird, bizarre glasses to find that the winner is Monster Dick! Of course. You think Without Your Head is going to give an award to something called Strawberry Lane? Get real. Monster Dick! So long. Bill Wheaton here saying, get horrible.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Vince, and I played the Chatterer Cenobite in Clive Barker's Hellraiser. And I'm delighted to have been invited to present an award for the Without Your Head Presents Severed Limbs Film Festival. So, without further ado, my great honour to present the Ben Chapman Award for Best Creature or Monster. And the top vote recipients are the Monster Dick in Monster Dick, the three monsters from The Last Halloween, and The Demon from Insomniac. And the winner is The Three Monsters from Last Halloween. Congratulations to everyone who took part and who received the votes, and to everyone who supported by voting. And a special message to everyone: stay calm, stay safe, and stay spooky.
I'm Alexander Hawk, and I'm here for the first ever Severed Film Festival Awards. A little bit about myself: I'm a non-union actor based out of New England and been involved in the independent film community for many years. And I have been in my fair share of independent horror films. I like to think of independent horror as kind of a gateway drug into independent cinema. Yeah, you never forget that first taste of fake blood in your mouth, that sweet and soapy texture running down your throat. Then you start bathing in it once a night, then twice a night, and then you move on to the syringe, and you just inject it straight into your veins. Well, enough about my personal life, and let's get to the awards. I'm honored to be the presenter of the first ever Alexander Hawk Award for the most memorable or likable character or performance in a film. And I have to say, I am honored to have this award named after me. It really touches me right here. But enough about me. Let's get on to the nominees. And here they are. Let's see who the nominees are for the Great Alexander Hawk Award. The first nominee is Alexander Hawk in the film Bullied. Stop. I do not want to hear about your problems. When I was your age, I was told to deal with it myself, and that's what I'm going to tell you. You go and deal with your problems yourself and stop whining to me to fix all your problems. Scram! Second nominee, Alexander Hawk in the film Insomniac. Sleep. What?
Mr. Humphries?
And the third nominee, Alexander Hawk in the film Acceptance. Why? And the winner is... Oh, I just can't wait to see who it is. Alexander Hawk in the film Bullied. I have to say, this really touches me. This really gets to my soul that you guys like me. You really like me. I want to thank my parents for nurturing my acting passion, for my dear friend Matthew Fisher for taking a young, naive boy who only had a dream of being an actor and made it a reality. And Nick Charles for giving me the chance to be in this great short film, Bullied, which I now humbly accept the award for. Thank you. have been an accountant like my brother told me it should have been.
All right, this is Nasty Neil here, back again at the Severed Limbs Film Festival. Thanks, everyone, for voting. It was a great time. 38 shorts were submitted. So if you, even being one of the top 3 vote getters is pretty hard to do. And I'm here with my good friend, a very fitting person to give out this award, Michael St. Michael. He is in the Greasy Strangler, but he's more than that. He's a very sweet man. He might tell you otherwise, but I disagree. He's in a movie with me. He probably thinks that's unfortunate, but he is the man. He's also honestly one of my favorite people ever on the show, and I love to talk to him. And I should stop talking. No one wants to listen to me. Let's listen to Michael.
Well, hey, the Severed Limbs people have been so gracious as to invite me to award the Conrad Brooks Award for the funniest video or film. I'm not sure what format it's in, because all this crap is on the net now. We can't go to movies.
So just real quick, I named this after Conrad. He was we had him on the show several times, and he would be the same way. He would not be for things on the internet. He used to send me VHS tapes. But he, when we had him on the show, he was the last living cast member of Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really just a really nice guy.
Videos.
There you go. Exactly. Neon video. Oh, Greasy Strangler. Oh, that's pretty sweet.
I know. Sorry, self-promotion.
Oh, no worries. I'm totally for that. So the top 3 vote getters are...
Oh, fuck. It's 9:09 again. Hello. They thank me for having my credit card, which pays them more than I make.
Oh, damn, I'm interrupting. This is a very prestigious award, the Conrad Brooks Award.
Start over again.
All right. I'll edit it all together, and it'll be
good. Yeah, throw that phone call in there.
I think it'd be funny with it, to be honest. But the top vote getters are, hey, you ever hear of Rob Zombie?
Finally stops and he goes, hey, you ever heard of Rob Zombie?
What?
Yeah, I know. I say, yeah, I know who Rob Zombie is. I have an action figure of Rob Zombie on my wall.
Did you say that?
No, because I didn't want to seem like some know-it-all dickhead, you know?
Monster Dick. That was actually the title of it. I wasn't really asking a question. Monster Dick.
Oh, yeah.
And Pumpkin Bitch.
Brains out. He spontaneously combusted, withered away into the netherworld, where 4 other demons were all waiting their individual summoning for this very day, roughly every 5 years or so, each with the sole intent of dragging my sister and myself into the depths of hell, where our souls will likely be subject to an eternity of ghastly tortures to pay for our ancestors' sins.
I dated her for a while.
And I believe Michael has the winner here.
And I have the winner, the Severed Limbs Conrad Brooks Award for funniest film, we'll say. And it is my all-time favorite, Monster Dick. Yeah, my kindred spirit there.
Right. When I thought of to give out this
Monster, or is that Dick?
Mr. Dick, or I think his friends just call Monster. So I couldn't think of a more fitting person to give this award out, because not only is he funny, he's also an owner of a Monster Dick, at least in film.
Yeah, well, I keep it handy. You never know when something like that may work again.
That's very good. That's very good. Well, thank you for giving this award out. I really appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate it too. Thank you for keeping me in front of some of the public now that I'm in under house arrest here.
I'm Sophia Cassiola.
And I'm Michael J. Epstein.
And this is King Ghidorah.
And we're here to present an award for the Without Your Head Presents Severed Limbs Film Festival. And this is the Neil Jones Belly Button Memorial Award for Best Documentary. And it goes to
El Indio de Cthulhu, produced by Mariela Salinas Perez and edited by Robert Perez Jr.
And this award wasn't even on the ballot, but everybody who was voting was saying that this film needed extra recognition because it was so awesome. It really blew everybody away. It was a film about an exorcism, and it was really intense, and we all just loved it and thought it needed recognition. So congratulations.
Ahí se va a quedar todo. Ayúdame, Diosito. Ahí se quema todo. Ahí se quema todo. Ayúdame, Diosito.
Hello, my name is Joe Castro, and I am a motion picture director and a special effects artist here in Hollywood, California. And I am presenting the Herschel Gordon Lewis Award for the goriest short or the best kill scene in a short. Herschel Gordon Lewis is considered the godfather of gore. Why? Because Herschel invented the slasher movie back in 1963 when he directed the very first slasher movie ever, titled Blood Feast. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. And if you love gory movies, you will love this movie. How did Herschel invent the first slasher movie ever? Because the storyline in Blood Feast is the original slasher movie storyline. Tell me if this sounds familiar. A deranged killer stalks innocent victims one by one, mutilating each victim on screen in a horrific death. Then, in the climax of the movie, the deranged killer is killed by the hero or heroine of the movie in an even more horrific on-screen death. Does that sound familiar? Of course it does. It has been copied and duplicated in Xerox by every slasher movie made since his first movie, Blood Feast. Back in 2001, I had a chance to create the special effects for Blood Feast 2, directed by Herschel Gordon Lewis, the sequel to the original slasher movie ever. Herschel also gave me the original blood formula for the blood used in the original slasher movie ever, and I hold that dear to my heart today. So, now I'd like to announce the winner of the Herschel Gordon Lewis Award for the best kill or the goriest short. The top vote getters are Bullied, Cloud, and Victoria.
But tonight you come to harm my children. So I've come to harm you.
Who? Us? And the winner is Bullied. Congratulations, filmmakers. You all did an excellent job.
Hey y'all, This is Adam Marcus, writer and director of Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, writer of Texas Chainsaw 3D, and most recently, writer, director, and producer of Secret Santa, the new film that I just made with my brilliant partners, Deborah Sullivan and Brian Sexton, for our company, Skeleton Crew, which is our new independent film company, which is why I am so excited to be here to present the Angus Scrimm Award for the Scariest Moment, Performance, or Short for the Without Your Head Severed Limbs Film Festival. You know, when I was a little kid and they showed Phantasm for the first time on network television, it was like at midnight, and I got my whole family, I think I was maybe 9 or 10, I got my whole family to watch the movie with me. And they all hated it. I mean, hated. I got so much crap for loving that movie. My family really weren't as horror-based as I was. For me, however, it was the movie that would fill my nightmares for the rest of my childhood, especially the moment when Angus Scrimm, as the tall man, appears at the end of Mike's dream over his bed. Terrifying. Boy! So for me, this is such an honor to be able to honor the wonderful Angus Scrimm. I met Angus a couple times. He could not have been a more lovely, kind gentleman, which is so completely opposed to what he was, what we loved him for on screen. But I find that with a lot of people in our part of the industry, is a lot of really wonderful, sweet people, and Angus was definitely among them. So, on to the award. The top receivers of votes for the award are Pop,
Marston,
The Box,
Mr. Chastings. Yes, sir. I'm Mr. Chastings. Yes, with the show. May I ask you some questions?
and The Last Halloween.
It's too late, Jack.
Too late, Jack.
And the winner for the Angus Scrimm Award for the Scariest Moment, Performance, or Short for this year is Pop. Congratulations to the filmmakers who made Pop. You guys did an incredible job, and we are so proud to announce you as the winner of this award.
Thank you. I am indeed Dan Yeager. And Gunnar Hansen was a friend of mine. And so I'm here to present the Gunnar Hansen Award for Best Villain. Now, Gunnar would probably agree with me when I say that when you play a memorable villain character, that is how you are known for the rest of your life and beyond. Anyway, that's not a bad thing, by the way. Our top vote getters for this award: Rag Dolly in Valentine's Eve, Timothy O'Hearn in Pumpkin Bitch, and Ray Boutine in Insomniac.
How's Florida, Jack?
And the award goes to... My hands are shaking. Timothy O'Hearn, Pumpkin Bitch.
John Dugan here, Grandpa from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. I hope you remember me. I hope you've seen it. I am very proud to have been asked to present the Marilyn Burns Award for Best Hero. Marilyn and I met on the set of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the summer of 1973. We were both quite young at the time. I was only 20 when I played Grandpa. But we spent some time together in the makeup trailer, and which we also used. It was an old, like a really old Winnebago thing, but it had a window air unit, and it was the only place with air conditioning. And so it was the only place to cool down. And that's where I got to know her, was there, because I was in all that makeup. So it was really the only three cast members that really went in there were Gunnar, Marilyn, and myself. And we also drank together in there because there was all sorts of booze in there. And Marilyn would drink a little scotch because her voice was just getting so fucking raw from all the screaming, you know. Marilyn actually, you know, put the Scream in Scream Queen. I think she was the original Scream Queen. I think they may have coined the term Scream Queen about Marilyn. She was a marvelous, fearless actress, and also a marvelous person. A sweetheart of a person who loved people and would do anything for you. And was always looking to give a helping hand to someone. We remained close friends over the years, and I miss her dearly. So it's an honor for me to present this Marilyn Burns Award for Best Hero. The three finalists for the Marilyn Burns Award for Best Hero are I'm letting the suspense build. I'm so dramatic. I went to drama school. Okay. The top three vote getters are Nathan Smith in Cloud, Courtney Costa in Bellarmine, Colby Chaffee in Pumpkin Bitch.
Chicken. I would have shot it. Well, 1 down, 3 to go.
And the winner of the Marilyn Burns Award for Best Hero goes to... I need a fucking drum roll, man. Badly. Nathan Smith for Cloud. Congratulations, Nathan. And congratulations, Courtney and Colby. Thank you.
Amigos, hi, it's me, Gigi Saul Guerrero. I am the director of the feature film Culture Shock, part of the Blumhouse and Hulu Into the Dark series. I'm also the co-founder at Lucha Gore Productions. Amigos, first of all, let me just tell you how happy and how excited I am to be here to present the Best Director Award at the Without Your Head Presents Severe Limbs Film Festival. What a great title. That's the coolest title for a film festival. But before I introduce the nominees and the winner, let me just tell you guys how cool it is that filmmakers are still staying creative during times like this. This is now such an important time for our community to stick together, to encourage each other, because staying creative is probably one of the best medicines we got right now. So stay calm and most importantly, stay really safe. All right, here we go. All right, guys, here are the nominees. Let me read off my Luchador book. First up, we got Matthew Fisher for Insomnia. Woo! Then we got George James Fraser for Balletomaine. I hope I said that right. Woohoo! And then we got Jeremy Arruda for Strawberry Lane. Woo! Congratulations to y'all three, but there can only be one winner, and that is Jeremy Arruda for Strawberry Lane. Jeremy. Okay, guys, stay crazy, stay spooky, stay safe. Mwah.
This is Debbie Rushan, and welcome to Without Your Head Presents Severed Limbs Film Festival. That's right. I got this in the mail, and they spared no expense, people. I got this very, very important envelope for you, and guess what is inside? in the Severed Limbs Film Festival, I have the honor to present the Betsy Palmer Award for the Best Female Performance, which is amazing. I'll have the top 3 chosen ladies that have that we will also have the winner included, but the top 3, and just to get in the top 3 is an amazing feat, and just to be in the top 3 you should be extraordinarily honored and pleased, because that's really good company. So congratulations. Get to that in a minute. First, we're going to do a really quick story about Betsy Palmer. This is her award that is going out to you, which actually makes it even in the top 3, whether you win or you're come in third, it doesn't matter, because Betsy Palmer is so cool. She was one of the first badass women in horror movies. She's the one who killed everybody, as we all know, in Friday the 13th. But many radiocasters and podcasters know that in the mid-2000s, she was doing a lot of convention appearances and she was doing a lot of radio shows. Now, I'm wearing my serious hat because not only is this a very serious situation to have this award tonight, but also she came on the Fangoria radio show when we were on there 2 or 3 times over the years. But she came on, and most people know the story of her explaining why she did the movie. She didn't care that it was Friday the 13th. She didn't care about horror movies. We pretty much all know that. Anybody who's read anything about her knows that. But to hear her tell it's something that's unforgettable. And her describing, I did it for the 10 grand, 10 days, 10 grand. I bought a car. I knew the car that I needed was 10,000, and they were offering me 10,000. So I took the part in Friday the 13th, and that was it. She had no other interest, did the 10 days, got out of there, got her car, and that was the end of it. But to have her tell the story and have her on the show so many times, and just her, she loved to have some marijuana. She was one of these kick-ass, feisty women, and was around in the scene well into her later years, up until when we unfortunately lost her. We had a special one time that was just the whole show, the whole 4-hour show was on Friday the 13th. We had Harry Manfredini, of course, Betsy Palmer, Adrian King, a whole bunch of people that were in the first one. Anyway, Betsy Palmer just, rules the roost. She's like one of the OG. You can go back to Play Misty for Me. You can go back to, a few roles for sure that came before Betsy's. But Betsy she's in a class of her own. So much love to Betsy. Much love to the ladies who are up for this award. Back to the exciting stuff. Stop talking. Get the award out. Okay, so here we are. The Betsy Palmer Award, Best Female Performance for the Severed Limbs Film Festival. Without Your Head presents. I can't forget those guys putting this on. Have a great podcast too, by the way. And okay, so the top 3 voted ladies are, congratulations in advance to all of you. You've all won at this point, trust me. Alexandra Roberts Shaw in Bleed for Me. Yeah, right on. Congratulations.
At first, I thought I just wanted to feed on blood.
Faith Charles in Bullied. Right on. Kicked ass.
Oh my God, Izzy, what happened?
Don't worry, I took care of it myself.
And Deborah Lamb in Mother.
Tell him how you want to abandon your sick old mother so you can go off gallivanting with any trollop dumb enough to pay you a passing glance.
And the winner of the top 3, all are winners, the winner of the top 3 is Deborah Lamb in Mother. Congratulations, Deborah. I've known you since late 80s, and so I, really want to congratulate you. And, they spared no expense. You could see the letterhead. It's like there was really no expense spared for this amazing piece of paper. But I'm going to keep it because I'm proud of all these ladies. And let's face it, it makes a lot of sense. The Betsy Palmer Award. It all comes down to mother, doesn't it? At the end of the day, most horror movies, it's mother.
Nagging? I brought you into this world, Norman. I fed you, clothed you. I gave you everything I had to give. And this is the way you treat me?
Hello, my name's Lawrence R. Harvey. I'm from The Human Centipede 2 and 3, and the editor, and Frankenstein Created Bikers, and so on. And I'm here to present the Dieter Laser Award because we lost Dieter just recently. Yeah, I mean, he was the star of the first film, and I got to work alongside him on the third Human Centipede film, which was it was a great privilege for me because I hadn't met Dieter until the premiere of the second film, and he was so effusive about my performance and so on. Because, in a sense, when Film Week Human Centipede 2, we had the kind of ghost of Dieter over us, or over me, because he'd been such a powerful figure in the first film. And it was trying to play kind of the opposite, but equally as strong a character in the second film that kind of motivated me to, when playing Martin. And so it was a relief to hear him sort of going overboard and praising my performance in Human Centipede 2. And then when we finally got together and worked alongside each other in Human Centipede 3, it's kind of interesting to see how much like Dr. Hayatari he was in real life. He's got that same kind of theatricality and larger than life kind of character. He's very kind of singularly focused on the work, and in a way, that kind of he was just great to work with. He was just very kind of dedicated and focused, and yeah, what can I say? He's just kind of crazy. He's kind of mad. But you know, I mean, you look back at the kind of films he's done, like The Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant and so on, and it's, you know, he's sort of started out doing art house films and has done a variety of kind of like serious drama and not so serious drama, more genre pieces and so on. And then in a way, he sort of was really introduced to the English-speaking world with The Human Centipede. And then his last film that was released before he died was November, which is an astonishing film, a kind of folk, a kind of twisted kind of folk tale, or a sort of slightly science fiction-y folk tale, I guess. But it's such an amazing film. For him to leave us, you know, I think he's left a great legacy on film. So the Dieter Laser Award for Best Male Performance, and yes, Dieter was all about the performance, so it's quite fitting that this is the award in his name. The nominees are Chris Bostrom in Mother.
Do you see something, Norman? She's here. Who's here? I don't want her here, Dr. Raymond. Not right now.
Rick Chandler in Insomniac. and Jimmy Dempster in Box. And the winner is Chris Bostrom in Mother. Thank you. Congratulations, Chris.
You don't think I know I've raised nothing more than a spoiled, spineless, sniveling, ungrateful little bastard?
Shut up! Shut up!
What did you just say?
I said shut up! I hate you! You're the worst mother I could have ever asked for!
All right, well, this is Nasty Neil here at the Station of Decapitation, and we're here at the Severed Limbs Film Festival Watch Party Award ceremony. We did this last month. It was a great time, 38 entries, and so we decided to do the awards. And I'm here with Bill Moseley. I couldn't think of a better person to present this award, the Sid Haig Award for the best short in the film festival. And before we get to Bill, real quick, obviously Bill knows Sid way more than I do, but Sid was also a really big part of Without Your Head, our very first show in 2006. He was the very first guest and really put us on the map, and was a super sweet guy. And throughout Without Your Head, its history, he helped me get into the festivals and do and host panels. And he's really just a really supportive guy throughout the whole years. And so with that there, I'd like to get to Bill Moseley.
Hey, everybody. Bill Moseley here. And yes, nice to be here at the Severed Limb. And in spite of this pandemic, we're all here to celebrate horror, which I do every day of the year. Over my right shoulder is my cat, Siam, who's sleeping this show out. He's below a tiger up there and a lion up there. So this is the cat room at the Moseley House. Okay, let's get right to it. Sid Haig, absolutely a great friend and traveling partner, also a great acting partner. I was asked to give a reminiscence. There's so many of them. I spent so much time with Sid on the road to various horror conventions. But the one thing that I think is kind of has a sweet irony to it is that for many years after Devil's Rejects came out, there was inevitably, Sid and I would be usually sitting next to one another at tables at conventions, and somebody would either ask Sid or me, is there going to be a sequel to The Devil's Rejects? And if it were me, I would call out, Sid! He'd go, what? I'd say, is there going to be a sequel to The Devil's Rejects? And he'd say, nope. And I'd say, how come? And then we would count to 3, and in unison we'd say, because we're fucking dead! And obviously, 14 years later, there was a sequel. Turns out we weren't fucking dead. Anyway, it was great to, even if Sid was in it for, a short amount of time, screen time, it was great to, complete that trilogy with him. As I say, he's a great guy. He'll be missed. But, we're lucky as actors because we have these images that will live on far longer than we will. So, I think it's wonderful, film in general, and to get down to business, short film in particular. In the Severed Limb short film contest, there were 38 entries, and the top 3 vote getters were, and let me see if I have an envelope here I could rip up and open, blow out, and get out that page. Okay, the top 3 vote getters were Insomniac, Cloud, and pop. And the winner is, that's my drum roll, Cloud. Congratulations, Cloud. You get the Sid Haig Award. And keep going, man. Keep making movies. All of you guys, keep making them, because I need to keep working. So thank you very much.